welcome to Munati Main Evening News, and to present it, my name is Moses Mpika. We look at stories making up the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has today addressed the nation on the death penalty. Chief Shaibila of Mukushi cries for communication network coverage. Over 100 youths and women benefit from CDF in Mambwe. And in international news, Vatican says health of a retired Pope Benedict XVI worsened. We'll take a short break. We're back with news in details. Don't go away. Welcome back. Now the news in details. President Hakainde Hichilema has today addressed the nation on death penalty. The president said the death penalty is not compatible with the fundamental values of our democratic system and also an intolerable denial of civil liberties. By abolishing the death penalty will save innocent people, he said. The president has further encouraged the leaders of today to do what is right. Chief Shaibila of the Lala people in Mukushi district has highlighted the need to increase network coverage through installation of more communication towers in various parts of the district. Chief Shaibila observed that limited or lack of network is still a major challenge that hinder the pace of development in some parts, saying that there's an issue needs to be prioritized in the Integrated District Development Plan, IDP. He, however, advised the District Development Coordination Committee, DDCC, to leave the technical aspect of achieving this objective to ZICTA, adding that there is a need to ensure that the booster towers are installed at the right place for optimum coverage. Chief Situputunya of the Toka Laya people Leia people in Zimba district has employed people in the district to celebrate New Year festival responsibly. Chief Situputunya says people should avoid engaging themselves in practice that will endanger their lives, especially exercising, drinking, taking drugs, and prostitution. Speaking in an interview with Zanis ahead of New Year celebrations, the traditional leader has called on clergy of every faith to be agents of the unity in Zimba district and the country as a whole. He said citizens from different political beliefs ran to the church for counseling because they believe that the clergy are above worldly behavior. The chief, however, regretted that some men of God have rather opted to be instigators of hatred in the church and political arena. He urged Zambians to celebrate both New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in peace, as it is not the end of the calendar. Meanwhile, Chief Situputunya has also expressed a concern with the increased number of road traffic accidents prior to, during, and the festive period. The traditional leader urged motorists to respect and abide by the given traffic rules and observing other road users such as pedestrians and cyclists. Chief Situputunya reminded people in the district on the need to show love to their families and avoid domestic violence before, during, and beyond the festive season. Over 100 youth and women cooperatives have benefited from Constituency Development Fund in Malambo constituency of Mambo District in Eastern Province. Mambo Town Council Public Relations Officer Grace Lungu has told Zanis in Mambo that local authority dispersed a total sum of 1,942,200 out of the 1,990,000 out of 1,953,200 that was set aside for youth and women empowerment to 180 cooperatives under the Youth and Women Empowerment component of CDF. Ms. Lungu said the beneficiary cooperative with business plans ranging from agriculture, livestock rearing, and other were drawn from all the 15 wards in Mambo district. She has warned of stern action against cooperatives who may have misappropriate or likely to misappropriate funds, that legal actions will be taken against them. As the local authority, we would like to warn cooperatives that have diverted or misappropriated funds that legal actions will be taken against them in accordance with the Public Financial Act of 2018, she said. Ms. Lungu disclosed that during monitoring by the local authority, it was discovered that 14 cooperatives were found to have diverted funds to other activities that were not planned for, and were not, some failed to account for what they used the funds on. Meanwhile, Mambo Town Council Chairperson Isaac Zulu reminded the benefiting cooperatives that CDF guidelines do not allow them to change projects without consent of the local authority, adding that there is a procedure that must be adhered to in an event that they want to change the project. He has also appealed to beneficiaries to put in place security measures to prevent theft and any other misfortunes. We now take a short break and we'll be back with other news. Don't go away.
The Business Bear is a weekly Munati television production featuring professional bodies like the Economics Association of Zambia, Bankers Association of Zambia, Zambia Association of Manufacturers, governmental agencies, and other professional economists and researchers. The program provides commentary and analysis on economic topics including monetary policies, macro developments, inflation, labor economics, manufacturing, mining, energy, agriculture, and financial issues. Hosted by Lucky Chelomuna Kampe. The program starts every Wednesday at 10 hours.
Munati.
Meaning something sweet.
Munati, your TV on the go.
Catch us anywhere, anytime, as long as you have a device and internet.
Munati TV is Zambia's first internet TV station.
And internet is just not in Zambia, meaning Munati TV cuts across all borders with viewers all the way from USA, Botswana, South Africa, the UK, and world over.
Internet is the future.
And the future is now.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to Munati.
Your TV on the go.
Thank you for still staying with us. We proceed with the news. More than 16 guidance and counseling teachers have been trained in sexuality, reproductive health, right, SRHR in Zambezi district in Northwestern Province. Save Environment and People's Agents Chief Executive Officer Miles Moke says it has become imperative to train teachers on SRHR because of the critical roles they have in the life of many learners. Ms. Moke says most learners spend much of their time in school, where teachers are responsible for all adolescent challenges. Speaking during a 4-day training workshop in Zambezi District in Comprehensive Sexuality Education, CSS, and Life Skills, Ms. Moke says teachers have a critical role to play in ending child marriages, teenage pregnancy, and stopping illicit activities such as beer drinking, among others. Hence, the need to equip them with knowledge on SRHR. She said school has always been the second home for most learners, hence the need to bring teachers on board. Ms. Moke stressed the need for teachers to have a strong demonstration and understanding of comprehensive sexuality education, lifestyles, and health education, as teachers will help address the challenges adolescents face in their daily lives. Time has come when we need to bring our teachers together and help to end illicit vices our children are engaging without understanding what they are doing, she said. Ms. Moke has since urged teachers to become ambassadors of social and behavior change among adolescents, while stressing the need for them to demonstrate their understanding on sexual reproductive in their various schools. And Zambezi Standards Education Officer Gilan Kabengela says the District Education Board Secretary Deb's office has high expectation from the teachers who are undergo training. Ms. Kabengela said now that teachers are well vested with matters on complexity sexuality education through SRHR, the district expects them to transform the lives of the young children, especially the learners who are in the custody. Meanwhile, one of the teachers, Gladys Chileshes, thanked SEPA and Faweza for the gesture, saying that the knowledge acquired will help transform the lives of adolescents, especially when it comes to complexity sexuality matters. Ms. Chileshe has since promised to create a network of people and on adolescent issues. The Department of Social Welfare in Nakonde District in Muchinga Province has recorded over 50 juvenile court cases this year. Nakonde Assistant Social Welfare Officer Tobias Chiyowela states that the offenses that were being represented range from theft, murder, rape, incest, and possession of harmful substances. Mr. Chiyowela, who was speaking in an interview with Zanis in Nakonde, disclosed that there are more male juveniles offenses compared to female, adding that only one female case was dealt with in 2022. As of today, we have handled 53 cases, and out of that number, we only have one case involving a female. So the remaining 52 are male cases, and only one for a female. So these cases are mostly committed by male juveniles, he said. He pointed out that their services are also extended to prohibit juveniles immigrants, with Ethiopia, Somalia, and Tanzania being the leading countries. He adds that out of the 53 cases, only 5, including the only female juvenile, were sent to juvenile rehabilitation centers, while the rest were disposed of by the court. Mr. Chiyowela further said foreign juveniles are normally repatriated back to their country of origin with the help of the Immigration Department. These rehabilitation centers are where we take these children where the courts of law feel these children need extra intervention in terms of correcting their conduct and making them better citizens of tomorrow, he said. Mr. Chiyowela states that his office is committed to ensuring that justice prevails for the minors despite the difficult working conditions in the border town. We come in a social welfare to provide legal representation because we are demanded by the law that we should represent the juveniles. And for Nakonde, it has not been an easy situation to handle though we have been equal to the task, he added. And in international news, Vatican says the health of the retired Pope Benedict XVI worsened. Pope Francis says former Pope Benedict XVI is very ill and has asked pilgrims at the Vatican to pray for him. Benedict 95 became the first leader of this Catholic Church to stand down in 600 years in 2013, citing advanced age. At the end of the Pope's final audience of the year, he asked people to pray a special prayer for the Pope Emeritus Benedict, and the Vatican then said the ex-Pope's health had worsened in recent hours. BBC has got more in the following report.
Pope Francis has asked Roman Catholics to pray for his predecessor, the Pope Emeritus Benedict, who he said was very ill. Francis made the surprise appeal at the end of his general audience at the Vatican. The Vatican has confirmed in the last few minutes that Pope Francis has visited him on Wednesday morning. That was right after that general audience. Benedict XVI is now 95 and his health has been deteriorating. Born in Germany, he became Pope in 2005 before stepping down in 2013 after nearly 8 years. He cited a lack of strength of mind and body due to his age. He became the first Pope in some 600 years to resign, which was quite a moment. Let's discuss all of this with senior correspondent for the Catholic News Agency, Hannah Brockhouse, who joins us now live from Rome. Hannah, we seem to be getting little bits of information every few hours or so. What is the latest that you understand at how Pope Benedict is?
Well, that's exactly right. From the Vatican, it's been confirmed that Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI is under medical care of doctors, that his health seems to have declined, they say, in the last few hours. So obviously everyone is a little bit on the edge of their seats to hear more, to know if it becomes more serious. The Vatican has posted on their Vatican News channels a prayer for the Pope Emeritus following Pope Francis's appeal, obviously, for Benedict.
Why do we call him a Pope Emeritus?
Well, because he resigned at the time of that, that is kind of what people started to call him. In the Catholic Church, we have the concept of a bishop emeritus. So when a bishop retires, when he resigns, he becomes the bishop emeritus. And since the Pope is the Bishop of Rome, people started to call this figure the Pope Emeritus. Actually, at the time, Benedict XVI said he kind of wanted to be called Father Benedict. That was his idea, to go back to that title, but the one that has stuck is Pope Emeritus.
Hannah, was that an unusual or an unprecedented situation when he did resign, to see these two men in white coexisting within the tiny city of the Vatican?
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, as you said, it's been over 600 years since a pope has stepped down, has resigned. So it was a novel situation to have, as some people called it, two popes. And I think you see that Benedict XVI, the way that he embraced that role is how Pope Francis has described him, as someone who is there silently supporting the church. There hasn't been a lot of public news from him during the course of these now 9 years, almost 10 years, that he has resigned. Occasional news, occasional messages, but that he has been silently praying for the church kind of from behind the scenes.
He has written a lot, though, 60 books in his lifetime. He's given the odd interview as well. Is he being seen in some ways, Hannah, as a bit of a lightning rod for some conservatives within the church who oppose some of what Pope Francis has been trying to do?
Certainly some people have painted him that way, or have taken his statements and tried to read them in a political light. Obviously, the same happens with Pope Francis, so I don't find it too surprising that you'll see the same kind of dynamic and commentary around Benedict XVI. He, of course, has always distanced himself from that, and others around him have done the same.
Hannah, thank you so much for joining us as we hear that Pope Francis has been to see Benedict and us.
As we end the news, we take a look at the stories which made headlines this evening. President Hakainde Hichilema has addressed the nation on death penalty. Chief Shaibala of Mukushi cries for communication network coverage. Over 100 youth and women benefit from CDF in Mambwe. Zambezi teachers undergo sexual reproductive training. And in international news, Vatican says health of the retired Pope Benedict XVI worsened. Thank you for watching Munati TV, your TV on the go. And on behalf of the entire production crew, my name is Moses Mpika. Present viewing.